I'm Andrew Sobel with the Sobel Group, real estate sales, leasing, marketing here in the great city of Boston.
Well, I have a few questions.
Shoot.
What is your favorite Mexican restaurant in Boston?
One of the top Mexican restaurants. I love La Neta
And where is that?
on Newbury Street. They have a great outdoor patio right on the street. Solid, authentic food.
Great. What is your favorite Italian restaurant?
I have a soft spot for Carlo's Italiana in Allston. I think they, other than being, a mom and pop shop, they have some of the best food for a very fair price. I know there are a lot of top restaurants in the North End, but Carlos is one of my go-tos.
Great. How about what's your favorite Japanese?
Ramen joint on Gloucester Street in Back Bay, Santouka.
Nice.
Yep, very cool. Small shop, like it should be. Great ramen.
Amazing. And what is your favorite place to go just grab a drink after a long day at work?
Let's see. I think one of my all-time favorite atmospheres is Yvonne's downtown. Just very cool vibe, very chic, very fun place. Downtown's great, so that's a good go-to.
Awesome. What would be your favorite outdoor place, activity in Boston?
Ooh. Boston has a tremendous amount of outdoor space and nature reserves in and around the city. The Lindfields Parkway is one of my favorites, about 15 minutes northeast of the city, and really offers, a sense of literally being out in the wilderness, but you're just, a couple miles from Boston. So that's one of my favorites. In the city itself, the Southwest Corridor is really nice to bike on. However, the Charles River Esplanade is just unbeatable in terms of its location, the views, the atmosphere, the energy, just absolutely stunning.
What would be one thing that a tourist should be visiting while in Boston?
Sure. The public gardens is a must-see. Really just, other than being one of the oldest parks, the oldest park in the country, pretty spectacular. Newbury Street is, great to walk down, taking a spin through the Esplanade, again, very cool. Boston's such a small, walkable city that I think one of the attractions of it isn't so much a destination, but that you can walk practically everywhere. So if it's a nice day out, you can spend the whole day walking and seeing Boston, which is really nice.
Great, that's awesome. And how about which neighborhood would be your favorite neighborhood?
Oh, so many good neighborhoods. I love Back Bay. I think Back Bay just has the most magnificent buildings. It was a designed, planned neighborhood, so it's sensical in terms of the streets, but there's just such little that compares to the scale and presence that Back Bay has. So I'm gonna go with Back Bay.
Awesome. How about one thing that you dislike about Boston?
One thing I dislike about Boston, I have grown to dislike the expediency that's expected of pedestrians and cars. Practically every single red light, there's a car that's running it. The pedestrians, it's a free-for-all. You can cross whenever, however, wherever you want. Legally, you're not supposed to, but nobody stops. So it's this constant sense of, urgency to cross whenever you need, to not stop for a second, to make that yellow, red light. I think that's the one thing that I dislike the most about Boston. Just the insane traffic and the culture of transportation in Boston.
And how about what you like the most about the city of Boston?
Boston's just such a charming city. The different styles that you see, the history, how small, how tangible it is. You know, you go to a lot of cities and they're big, and Boston's a proper city, but it's not so big that you can't feel like you have a little bit of a finger on the pulse for the city. Andrew Sobel, join us for the next time. Subscribe, send us some comments, send us some questions, give us a call. Love to hear from you guys. Catch you on the next one.